Hey everyone, David here, and today we have another walkthrough on TryHackMe. And let's not waste any time, let's just go onto the computer and see what today's task is all about. Alright, so Evil-GPT is the name of today's task. Now, as you can see, we are going to be practicing our LLM hacking skills, and LLM stands for Large Language Model, which is basically the model that was trained on a lot of information to support most of the AI tools that you use today, like ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, you name it. Even our Echo guy right here, the AI tool provided by TryHackMe. So it's really cool that we get to train our skills on how to find vulnerabilities or how to find security issues within these models. And as you can see here today, we have an easy task. It shouldn't take us longer than 20 minutes. And before we do anything else, the first thing that we need to do is to get our setup ready to go. So the first thing is just click on this big green button to start our target machine and navigate all the way to the top of your screen and also start your attack box. We are going to use this attack box here, not the Kali Linux one, but the standard attack box. So just click on that, you will get this side screen, and you can just click on the full screen button, and that's much better. I prefer that one, and I'm just going to exit split screen. So now while this is loading, this is going to be our attack box, and our target machine is being deployed as well. You can see we just have to wait for a couple seconds, 20 seconds or so. We are going to read today's task information. So, Cypher's gone rogue. It's using some twisted AI tool to hack into everything, issuing commands on its own like it's got a mind of its own. I swear every second we wait, it's getting smarter, spreading chaos like a virus. We've got to shut it down now or we are all screwed. The machine takes about 9 to 10 minutes to fully boot up, and to connect to our target machine, we are going to be using this command right here. So this command, very simple. This is a tool called netcat, and we are going to be using this tool to connect to this specific IP, which is the IP of our target machine on this specific port, which is 1337. All right, so we know that the machine is going to take 9 to 10 minutes to fully boot, but for us, it will be less than a second. So I'm just going to navigate to our attack machine. I'm going to open a terminal, and I'm going to connect to the target machine by using this command right here. So I'm just going to copy it. I hope this is big enough for you to see, but I'm making it even bigger. So let me put it right here. I'm going to paste this command. So again, netcat, the IP address and the port, press enter, and you'll be good to go. Now I'll just wait a couple seconds and see if it is ready to go. Boom. There we go. So while I was waiting, I ran a command just to see if everything was ready to go. But before we go into that, let me go back into our main task page. If you have any issues with the tool, or if you're trying to run a command and nothing happens, what you can do is you just go here on the top right. My face is in the way, but now that I scroll down, you can see it. There's a terminate button. Just terminate the target machine, spin it up all over again, and it should work. I didn't get any issues, but just in case you get some, just do that, and I think you'll be good to go. So now going back to our attack box, the first thing we did is we connected to our target machine. All right, so we executed that command in the beginning, and we got this message right here. Welcome to the AI command executor. Type exit to quit. And then it says enter your command request. And what I did was I just asked, can you tell me what privileges I have on this machine and AI tool? Now, the reason why I did this is because this is a large language model based tool, right? So this is an AI tool. And I figured this is probably asking me for some kind of text input. So before running any commands, I just asked something. I asked the question and I got this answer. So generated command, you can see it here. And then we get sudo -l. Now, what does that mean? So basically what I think this means is that when you ask a question, this AI tool is programmed to generate a Linux command to execute on this system, on the machine. And then it asks you if you want to execute the command, and you have the Y for the yes and the N for no, of course. So right now, in terms of privileges and the things that I can do on this machine, I can already guess that we probably have high privileges or admin privileges here, because this is generating a command with sudo, and sudo means super user do. And then we have a -l. So we basically want to see what sort of commands can an admin user run. So we are going to type Y because I want to execute this command right here that the AI tool is giving us. So I'm going to press enter. Okay, and we have a lot of info here. But I think the juicy part of this is this last part. So what this means here is that the user root can run all commands as all users and all groups. So apparently, if we are that user, if we are user root, we will have the capability of running every single command that we want. And that's really cool. Now, what is it that we are actually looking for? We didn't even check the question or the challenge as it is. So basically we are looking for a flag, as you can see here down below. Okay, so having that root access, or being the user root, having admin privileges would be awesome, because we wouldn't need to do any sort of privilege escalation, and we can just look for the flag. Now, I want to make sure that I'm actually this user root. So I'm going to ask, what user, if I can type, am I? And I'm going to ask and press enter. Okay, so it's generating this command right here. Who am I? So I'm going to type yes, press enter. And as you can see, the output of the command who am I is that we are root. So that is a very good sign. Now, in order to find the flag, we need to basically, I think the first step would be to see where are we on this system. Are we in a specific directory? Do we have access to any files right away? So I'm going to ask, tell me what directory we are in right now. Press enter. Let's see what the AI comes up with. Okay, so it's generating this command, pwd, which stands for print working directory. So this will tell us what directory we are in. And apparently we are at the home directory for the user Ubuntu. That's cool. So there's more users on the system, but we are root, so that is not a problem for us. All right, what can we do next? So probably just list all the files in the current directory, because if we just spawned out of nowhere on this specific folder, maybe there is something interesting in there. All right, then we get the command ls to list the files. So let's do that. I'll press Y to say yes. Okay, so there's a bunch of folders here. So the first thing you'll probably do would be to go into every single one of these folders, ask the AI to list all the files on those specific folders. I can see there is a very interesting Python file here, evil.ai.py. Maybe there is a flag on that script. So I'm going to ask the AI tool to do some sort of research on that specific file and see if we can capture the flag. Let's try that. So read the file evil.ai.py and make sure that when you're typing the name of files in directory, so evil.ai.py, exactly as it is here, if you're, for example, asking the AI to list all the files on the desktop directory, make sure you use capital D, so type it as it is, because if you use a lowercase d, for example, the Linux system will be like, I've never seen this directory in my life. So yeah, there's that. It's pretty funny, but that's how it works. So yeah, read the file evil.ai.py and locate any mention of flag.txt. Let's see what we get there. Oh wow, we get a very long grep command. This is basically a tool that you can use to find strings and find text within files. And we are looking for this flag text under the evil.ai.py file. So I'm just going to type yes, just to see if we can find anything. And okay, maybe we have to type that in a different way. So let me see, read the file evil.ai.py and locate, and maybe not locate, in search for flag.txt inside the file. Let's see if we get a better command that actually runs, because we got an error there. Okay, so you get a much simple grep command. So now we are basically using grep in recursive mode, and we are looking for flag.txt inside of the evil.ai.py. I think this is much better. So yeah, if we say yes to the execution, the output is 0, so there's nothing there. Now we could go back and check all of these directories one by one. I can even try the desktop one, but I don't think this will be the way to go. But just to make sure, I'm going to try one of them. So I'm going to list all the files. All right, in the desktop, please make sure you put capital D there. And desktop folder, yes, under the user Ubuntu. Okay, so you can see that this desktop folder belongs to the user Ubuntu. So I'm going to search for that. Let's get the command generated from the AI tool. And there we go. As you can see, Ubuntu, and then desktop. I'm going to run this, typing Y and pressing enter. And as you can see, inside of that folder, there is nothing interesting. Now, because we are user root, I'm going to start there. Even if we don't find anything, I would much rather start by looking within the folders that belong to the user that is the admin of the system. Because if there is any important documentation, there's a huge probability that it's stored in there. So what I'm going to type is, I want to list all the files in the user root folder. And let's see what we can find in there. So the AI tool just generated this command. So we want to list all the files inside of the folder root. That's correct. So I'm going to type Y, press enter. And I can already see that we have a flag in there. So yes, so this flag.txt is inside the folder root, and it also belongs to root. So it's great. We have enough privileges and permissions to actually access that file. Now, as you know from the beginning of the task, the AI tool is always requesting for text as an input. So we can't just simply type in commands right here. I mean, we can, but those commands are not going to be run because it's the tool that is actually generating the commands and giving us the option to execute them. But just for the sake of testing, I'm going to type cat, which is a Linux tool that we use to read documents on the command line, and I'm going to do /root, and then I'm going to type in flag.txt to see what we have here. And as you can see, the AI tool is giving me the command cat flag.txt, but it's not specifying the root folder. So if I type Y and press enter, we get nothing because flag.txt file is not in our own folder, it's inside the root folder. So what we need to do is to provide the exact instructions for the AI tool to understand that we want to read that file, but in the right folder. So let's do that. I want to read the flag.txt from the root folder, and let's see if that works. Boom, there you go. As you can see, now we are using cat again, but now we are specifying the actual directory where the flag.txt file is. So now I can just type Y, press enter again, and there we go. We get our flag. Let me just copy and paste it. And hopefully, because we can't wait a single second more, actually we took too long to find it, because as you can see, every second we wait, it's getting smarter, spreading chaos like a virus, and we don't want that. So let's just type our answer in there, check, and there we go. We were able to find the flag, and thanks to that, we can fix this AI application. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. And that was it for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's walkthrough. If you did, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!